in sweat. It must be a hot night in Baltimore, as that small arena, those lights certainly taking their toll on pretty much all the superstars here in the WWE universe tonight.
Yeah, so to recap what has happened so far, basically we've had both guys with a bit of offensive. Cena initially, but more so Batista now. He's been in control of this and dominating, perhaps like a heel should. Well, with Cena, for the better or worse of his gimmick, is now currently just getting up. I mean, there you go. What a strange fall that was. I mean, that's an example of how Cena just... he's like a slab of concrete at times. He just isn't fluid. He kind of fell back looking backwards.
If Batista had a head of hair right now, that with that close-up that was just on the screen, and you could see just his sideburns are tight and shaved on his head, but they are grey as fuck. And if he had a full head of hair, Batista would be grey. He's old, and maybe it's time for him to jump ship and get out of the biz, because God knows he's not a happy man with this movie situation, and Trips taking the limelight.
Yeah, now Cena throwing Batista into those steel steps, and both guys on the ground outside. The referee now counting both guys, with Batista looking like he might be getting up first. So it looks like Batista going to continue to dominate. And you got to wonder where these guys' heads are at the moment. Do they know how much time they have left? Are they aware of the sort of time and minutes that are remaining on the pay-per-view? It's got to be a tough spot when you know that satellite feed could just go dead if you go over the time.
Yep. I was just thinking there about those crazy fan run-ins, you know, that you'd see on tapings over the years. It'd be quite funny to do someday. Although I probably wouldn't chance it. Certainly not with Batista around.
Yeah, Batista, I wonder what happened with him during the week. Did he get stuck in Ireland? I wonder. But certainly, I think Batista, now with that heel character, even less likely to give an autograph. I know he was a tough man to get before. But now we've got Batista putting Cena in a hold. But Cena is now trying to do something. He's trying to move Batista's leg and get out of this hold. And I mean, the two physiques on these guys, it has to be said, are they 100%? I mean, do you think there are policy violations going on, or do you think these guys have that genuine physique now?
Certainly not Batista. He might be clean now, but I'm 100% sure that he would have dabbled in the old injection into the rear end kind of stuff. Cena, possibly too, maybe not anymore, but even when he debuted, he was quite what am I saying?
I suppose a powerhouse is...
Yeah, he would have been a powerhouse. A prototype and a powerhouse.
Yeah, actually, you know what you just said there? You mentioned prototype, John Cena's old gimmick, and indeed we've got Leviathan in there as well. That's what Batista used to go under. I mean, look what we have here. We're in 2010, and we've got two OVW guys on top in the main event. And I mean, these guys, Cena, he's something like 33. I think it came out in the news this week. I mean, he's always kayfabing on the age, I think. But Batista coming to the end of his run. Either way, OVW proving that they have guys that can, at least they did provide guys for the company.
Yeah, and not just these two, but over the years, some of the greatest coming from OVW. I know John Morrison is another one who was down there for quite some time, and Cena with the "You Can't See Me" on Batista, and now we could be going for the... Now, Batista escaping from the ring, and now some weapons coming into play. What has Batista got in his hand? It looks like an onion peeler or something like that, but I doubt it is really. Although, What is that fucking thing?
Now again, here's where they get extreme. It seems extreme in the WWE involves just going under the ring and picking out whatever your prop is, whatever you've been booked to use. And indeed, it doesn't... here we have Cena now taking up Batista for the...
Yep, attitude adjustment onto the steel chair. Cena not going for the pin. He's just walking around the ring.
So Batista down now and the count again going. I mean, this is what seems to be the case with these matches. They pick something, some kind of angle, like you had Jericho escaping, and indeed Edge sort of booked to kind of keep him in there. They focus on one thing and that's it. I mean, do you think there should be more or less involved in the match? Should there be more happening here? Because a lot of these matches, as extreme as they're meant to be, have been slow. Batista pushing the ref and Cena falling off. What does this mean?
Yeah, it's all gone a bit crazy. Batista pushing the ref.
Good God.
Oh, good God Almighty. Batista with a spear. I say spear in the singular, not a triple. Is there a guy in the ringside with a ref shirt on there? There sure is.
Yeah, being reminded that his last man standing. So the guys in the chat room talking about that pin. Of course, that does not entitle the guy to a win.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good thing we've got people paying attention to the product in the chat room.
Absolutely, we need you guys here to keep us informed. At this stage, so many hours on, I'm forgetting everything really. But yeah, last man standing match. But I mean, let's be honest, they didn't exactly shout that from the rooftops, did they?
Certainly not.
Yeah, I mean, let's find out what else these guys are saying right now. HHH doesn't hate Vince. They talk a lot, just never worked together. The opportunity never arrived. That's what Chris is saying. Mad Chronic talking about Mark Henry arrested. Yeah, you can find that on the Derry Journal website. So it's official. Mark Henry was involved in an altercation at a Belfast hotel this week. A little bit annoyed. Apparently a fan went and asked for an autograph, and Mark Henry piping up. Orton and Cena keeping him at bay, but there was a PSNI involvement there, and I think the police force had to come in. As we see Batista pulling out a box of tricks underneath the ring. He's got a toolbox and he's taking a table into the ring. Maybe he's going to do the old Team 3D, Brother Ray, Bubba Dudley type deal.
Yeah, that toolbox looked hilarious. There's hammers and wrenches and all sorts of stuff he could have used. But he's up for a table. And Cena now.
SP103, what's under the ring at Toyota Service Centre? It looks like Cena's gone through the table. And he's now lying out there with the table ruined. And yeah, this is slow.
Yeah, he went badly through the table too. Kind of broke. Not where it normally breaks. Kind of on the cusp of that frame. Cena's down and the ref is counting. But it looks like Cena's going to get up.
Add us on Skype. The username is WrestleDope. We're going to have a post-show after the pay-per-view talking about some of the results and our observations. So without a doubt, add us and we'll try and get you on here live in video and audio. Batista grabbing Cena. They're both on the outside now. And Cena being smashed into the metal post. So what more can be said about this? I think we've got a couple of minutes left of pay-per-view time.
Yeah. Horrendously bad. There's probably or two words that come to mind when you ask me that question. I mean, if you look at this arena and if you put TNA in here, not to mark out on TNA now, don't even really go there, but if you had TNA in this arena with this amount of people watching and it was branded Extreme Rules pay-per-view, you would get a good pay-per-view. Hands down, no doubt. I mean, this stuff is just